Welcome back, my Duelist friends. And like I promised earlier today, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of like a wrap up about what the combos were with the Sacred Beast deck, because again, this is, pardon me, it's one of those decks that's a little more involved with the card effects. And so like really the ones that we need to look at are like Chaos Summoning Beast, Dark Beckoning Beast, Summoning Beast, Haban, Raviel. Uriah doesn't matter as much, believe it or not. Cerulean Skyfire, Paradise, Opening, and Awakening. Everything else in here is just like cake. Everything else in here is super understandable. And in the extra deck, what we really need is maybe, not even really need to go over Verde Anaconda, so much as like Al Mirage, and what Al Mirage is going to do for you. So, on a best case scenario, one of the coolest interactions here is if we can open up with either the Beckoning Beast, opening of the Spirit Gates, and maybe a Chaos Summoning Beast. Like any two of these three, and we are in business, my friends. And really, it should be these two plus this. Again, so like when we play the Beckoning Beast, we're allowed to add from our deck to the hand. Again, let's see if I can get that to clear up. A card that either is a Sacred Beast or states a Sacred Beast in the text, not counting this. That'll be your opening. So then you'll play opening. And again, you don't need to play opening right away. So like if you wanted to start with like two beasts, something that we could do right here is you got that, you could do this. You could play opening. Again, if we started with this as well, we get the normal summon real quick so we can develop one of our Sacred Beasts from the hand. You're going to want to use this effect, discarding like any card. But the real trick here is after you've used the Beckoning Beasts effect, you need to link him for the Al Mirage. So like play him, search this, extra normal summon, link, play, and then this will allow you to grab the 5-star, the Dark Summoning. And then very similar to how you would play with Lightsworn, like Illumina can ditch a card to play it back if there's already a target. And that's what's going to happen here. I'll make the field look appropriate real quick. And then what you do is you would set the Dark Summoning Beast for this. And then the Summoning Beast will allow you to tribute it to go into any one of your Sacred Beasts. So again, like I usually end up going for Haman. Sometimes I end up with Skyfire already in hand. If you do have Skyfire, play him in attack mode. This way you can get the single negate. Additionally, another thing you can do here is you're going to have the Summoning Beast. Now, if you do not have one of these, like that, if you don't have the Raviel in your hand already, or again, if you had Haman in your hand, then you could have played Raviel this way off Summoning Beast. You play the one that you don't have. You can either link to and go into Verde Anaconda, and you could start supporting your Haman with the Dark Dragoon. The real kick is you just need this guy to go to the discard pile somehow. And it really doesn't matter how. Play your field differently. Play this guy over here. Use your arrows. Take him into a Link Karibo if that's really what you want to do. Like it's sort of a free play here. We just need him to go to the discard pile so that the next move we can do is banish him. And this is what allows us to get our field spell. And then once you have Fallen Paradise in play, that means that Haman or Raviel, whichever one you had, is now indestructible. Plus, you're going to get a draw 2. You have Al Mirage that's going to be able to block for you. In this instance, you have Link Karibo. In the other instance, we could have actually linked into Predaplant Verde Anaconda. Predaplant Verde Anaconda would have allowed us to get Dragoon. You'd still have cards in hand. You'd still get to do your draw 2. No negative interactions. And again, if you have the Awakening of the Sacred Beasts, you can go ahead and set that too. So again, that's literally like the best opening hand. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of pause the video. I'm going to try to do that properly. I'm going to shuffle this, and then I'm going to try a test hand or two. So I'll be right... All right, guys. So I'm just finishing the shuffle right now. Crazy just how organized this stack really was. And I probably should have handled that before I tried to film. There wouldn't have been a break in the film. I know somebody's going to be like, well, you stacked your deck. How do we know? How do we know that you didn't? I guess you're right. You don't know. Unless, of course, you're watching the way my hands are going. Hard with all black sleeves, but I do tend to toss to the middle. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and draw our 5 cards and see what we get. So maybe I ought to put that where you guys can see it too. I know somebody's going to say something. It's fine. This is just demonstration anyway. So, okay, I lucked out. I got my Skyfire. I got my Beast. I got a Red Eyes, which is not super good. I got my Dimension Fusion, and I got my Chaos Beast. Okay, so I actually have like full combo for the most part. Because again, I'm just going to do the same thing I literally just showed you guys. So we'll summon the Beckoning Beast. Can I zoom out of this at all? No. Okay, so we're just going to do that a little funky. So again, you're going to play your Summoning Beast. You want to grab for... yeah, that. Opening the gates. So I'm not sure if I'm going to go back in here. We'll check it here in a second. So that's my primary summon. I did not end up with a Sacred Beast in hand, so I'm going to be trying to summon from the deck while setting up a lock, which I guess is fine. And while I'm in here, actually, let us read, because I'm probably going to go into Red Eyes Dragoon. While we're in here, we could actually read Red Eyes Fusion using cards from hand, deck, or field. So it's not terrible that I drew the Red Eyes, but it's still just not as opportune. So we'll continue the play. So, but Dark Summoning Beast or Beckoning Beast, sorry, is our normal. We grabbed our opening of the gates. We're going to use our extra normal real quick to play Chaos Beast right next to it. Doesn't matter. Then you're going to play your opening of the gates. Again, we got 3 cards in hand before or after we do that. So then we're going to add 1 card. We're going to go for the 5-star Dark Summoning. There he is. We'll add that to hand. We are going to link 1 into Al Mirage. We're going to use Beckoning Beast. We're going to go right of center. I think I'm done picking specific. I'm not done picking specifically. Let's put that there. Okay, you can read this. You're fine. Again, Beckoning Beast goes to discard. Play Al Mirage right of center. Now that we have a character in the discard pile, we will discard Dark Summoning Beast for Spirit Gates effect to then special summon a Fiend that's 0/0. Special our Summoning Beast. And in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to go into Hamon. So we're going to go ahead and tribute that. And again, if we had Diabolos, this would be great because Diabolos would have been able to jump to the... well, speaking of, would have been able to jump to the field. So we're going to go ahead and strike it with Hamon real quick. We're going to leave an attack mode because, again, I know that I have my Cerulean Skyfire. So we have that play available to us. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go into a Link 2. We're going to use Al Mirage and Chaos Summoning Beast. Again, you don't have to. You could play it without playing the Dragoon. And if you don't own the Dragoon, go for the Link Karibo. Okay? But since I'm going to play Dragoon, I need to not play my Link Karibo. I'm going to need something a little bit better. I'm going to go into Predaplant Verde Anaconda. So that's going to take out these 2. And you know what? You don't need to do this. Another play that's actually available to you in this moment is you could banish the Summoning Beast to get the other one to field to go ahead and use the Summoning Beast for that and generate 2. So let me actually just do that instead of being a silly. You guys could do Verde Anaconda here. But if we draw into our trap card, this play might actually give us more. So, and we'll be able to keep the Almirage. So let's put the Summoning Beast back. Let's take Dark Summoning Beast. Banish him. That'll give us one of them to our hand. And again, it's all first turn, so we didn't draw. That'll give us our Raviel. And remember, we got Almirage to help target and heal one of our characters. When we do the first spell or trap negation, Hamon falls to defense mode. And in that instance, actually protects Almirage from just getting his socks rocked, which is very good. The next play here is what you're going to do is tribute the Chaos Summoning Beast to play the Raviel. Now we're up 2 Sacred Beasts on turn 1. We'll be able to banish the Chaos Summoning Beast, add our field spell to our hand now. Sorry, I should probably be doing that on camera. Grab one of the Fallen Paradises. I know that you guys are going to get me if I don't shuffle this on screen and then do it. So, I'll cut it too. That sucks. Leave it on camera. You play that. Since you have at least one, you can draw 2. 1, 2. Okay, you guys watch me shuffle and cut. Not bad, not bad. We've got Dark Beckoning Beast is the only card left in our discard pile at this point. And what you're going to be able to do is set up your Skyfire and set up your Awakening. Now, this is near a game state for you because what you're really doing is, again, every turn you're going to be able to draw 2. On the first Spell Trap Negation, Hamon is going to be able to utilize Cerulean Skyfire to fall into defense mode, which allows him to take the attacks for everybody, including Almirage. Almirage is able to tribute itself to protect one of your monsters from being targeted. You have Awakening to the Sacred Beasts, which you can activate as soon as your opponent summons anything. Start gaining hit points, and then again, their monster effects are going to be negated for their activated effects because you got 2 or more different names. So I don't think I could do a better test hand than that. Everything seemed to fall out just right. Again, it left us some play to be able to do a Predaplan of Verde Anaconda to our Red Eyes Dragoon if we wanted to. Again, next turn, you'd be able to draw 1, then on Fallen Paradise, draw 2 more. Maybe your Almirage is still around, maybe he's not. But again, we need to read the Opening of the Spirit Gates. Discard a card. So again, at this point, we discard Uriah. Put him in the discard pile. That would allow you to get back your Beckoning Beast. Beckoning Beast with special summon, so you're not going to go ahead and get another search off, but you will be able to summon out your Summoning Beast. And by having 2 of these cards on the field, we can then go into our Predaplan Verde Anaconda. And then still perform our effect. You could create Armatile at this point because you do have all 3 of the Sacred Beasts somewhere. But again, this would be the point at which you might seriously consider going ahead, playing the Verde Anaconda, and then paying the 2,000 life points, which shouldn't be an issue because you got Awakening, and then bolster the field with Red Eyes Dragoon later. Again, we were able to get in, and Awakening, again, we maximized it at 3. That was just a lucky draw. You're not always going to have that, but we did today. So, again, thanks for watching, guys. If this has helped you guys understand this deck just maybe a little bit better, and I hope that it has, maybe consider subscribing if you haven't already and letting other people know about the channel. That's the best way we grow. And the more we grow, the more I build. The more I build, the more you guys get to enjoy. One other thing, and this is the most important part. Do me one favor. Go out there and have a great day today. You guys just enjoy the rest of your day. And I will see you guys on the next video. I do have a Utopia 1 strike coming later this week for the 750 subs. But again, you guys have just been smashing that button lately. So I just couldn't keep up with it. Normally I have that pre-shot. But since we were getting so close to the ban list for July 1st, I just didn't do it. So I'm going to get it done. And it should be out by Thursday, Friday. Again, one more time, I know you guys are tired of hearing it. Have a great day. Peace.